Hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to make a quick video for you guys about value here on MTG Arena. When I'm streaming, I get questions every single day about how to make more decks, how to be a competitive player, especially from those of you guys who are free to play. Now, I hope this video will help you guys eke out some of that last little bit of value that you might be missing to put you guys over the edge and maybe help you guys make a couple extra decks. Many of you guys know that in the next week, there's going to be a new set coming out on MTG Arena. It's called Throne of Eldraine. With the coming of a new set, you guys have a unique opportunity to use some of your common and uncommon wildcards to eke out some extra value and get you guys the wildcards you really want. So what we're going to be doing with our wildcards is we're actually going to be trying to game the system a little bit to help us open our vault. Now, for those of you guys who don't play much or don't open a lot of cards or draft much, might not even know that there is a vault. So here on my screen, there's a little blinking chest picture. Now that doesn't show up all the time. It only shows up when it's 100% full. So one of the things I like to do so that way you'll always be able to see what your vault value is at, I don't open it when it's at 100%. I wait until it's at 200% to open, so that way I can always see what my progress is. So I'm at 114% currently, which, you know, is technically 14%, but I wouldn't be able to see that if I had unlocked the chest and got the wild cards out of it. Now, when you open a chest, you're going to get a variety of wild cards. 1 mythic, 2 rares, and 3 uncommons. Now the mythic and the rares are the ones that we really want. Those are the ones you guys are running out of constantly. It's so difficult to make a deck with those. Now if you open any amount of packs or draft, commons and uncommons, super easy to come by, and you just will always have enough of those. If we take a look at my common and uncommon slot here, I've got 138 common wild cards and 209 uncommon. What are you going to do with all of those? You can't possibly use them, especially if you're drafting moderately regularly. You'll have all the uncommons. So this is just wasted value sitting on your account that you can't turn into anything. But with the new set, we actually can turn them into something. Alright, so we're going to be using our common and uncommon wildcards to craft the cards that are coming out in Throne of Eldraine. This will ultimately give you more value when you open these cards. Later on, after you open packs or start to draft, you'll start to get vault value for all of these commons and uncommons, giving you more mythic and rare wild cards. And if you choose, you can actually turn those into gems by crafting all the rares and mythics in the set. You'll start to get, as you draft, you'll get more and more gems to replace the cards you're drafting. You'll open packs that you win from drafting or that you get from your daily rewards. And once you complete the set, you'll also start to get gems. And again, this is a great way for free-to-play players to start to accrue more gems when they're playing. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to go and click on Decks in the top of the browser here in the MTG Arena client. You're actually going to click New Deck. We're going to start to create a deck out of the cards we don't own in Throne of Eldraine. Now you can't unfortunately do this until the set comes out, but again, you definitely want to do it before you open any of your pre-release product that you've ordered or start to draft the set or do sealeds afterwards. So this is something you definitely want to do the first time you log in before you start actually diving in and playing the new set. So you're going to go to create a new deck. You're going to go to the filter here. Now I can't click on Throne of Eldraine because the set's not out yet. So we're going to click on Ixalan because it's a set that I know I didn't draft since open beta because it hasn't come into rotation very much. You're going to uncheck Collected and click Not Collected. This is going to show you all the cards that you don't have in the set, and that's ultimately our goal. If you want to make it a little easier, you can also do commons and uncommons. Personally, because I'm mostly a full-time drafter, I will be clicking on rares and mythics as well, and be filling in the cards that I'm most likely to draft and take as picks, because those will ultimately turn into gems. But we're going to just do commons and uncommons for now. So now all of the cards are going to look a little fuzzy because they're grayed out because you don't own any of them. So what you want to do, and again, this is only if you guys have a lot of extra commons and uncommons, which I know most of you guys are starting to build up like crazy. As you can see, for me, I hardly have any mythics and rares because I actually build a fair amount of decks. When I play all your guys' viewer decks, I have to, but I always have all the commons and uncommons because I'm always drafting. So now we're just going to start clicking on, and this is going to be a little tedious, but like I said, it does help you guys in the long run to get more wild cards. And then in my case, I use those wild cards to basically turn into gems with the rares and the mythic slots. So you are going to just start basically clicking on 4 of everything. Now you guys can create decks at 250 cards per deck. So that said, you might have to do this 2 times. We're just gonna literally craft all of them. Craft everything you can, commons and uncommons. So this is all of the cards I don't own from the set currently. So you're just gonna click craft all. Now I'm actually not going to do that because we don't need this particular set. It's gonna be rotating out. And because I won't be opening any more of this particular set, then I'm not gonna be gaining any vault value when I'm drafting or opening packs of the set, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just cancel it. But that gives you an idea of how easy it is. So from now on, anytime I open any one of these commons or uncommons, I'll be gaining that value. Now that said, what kind of value are you getting? It's not much. To a drafter, it comes pretty regularly. I'm opening the vault every couple of days, sometimes every day, depending if it's a long stream. So if you open a common that you own 4 full playset of, you're getting 0.1%. If you're opening an uncommon, you're getting 0.3%. So every, pack and a half, you're getting uncommons. If you're just opening packs, you're getting about 1% in just the uncommons, and then you gain all of the commons as well. So it adds up really quickly. And I think this is just a really cool way to turn all of this extra value on your account that, it seems like your wild cards should be worth something, but, ultimately they're just not. Now, if you're only a constructed player and you don't ever draft or you don't open many packs, then maybe you want to save them just so that way you're constantly able to build all the playsets of the cards that you need for your decks. But I think ultimately you end up with more wild cards in the long run regardless, just from opening the vault. Now, if you're not playing that often and you're not accruing a large sum of these uncommons, then this video is definitely not something you want to be doing. Always keep some of your wilds in reserve. You never know. I get viewer lists all the time, and I do use a sporadic amount of uncommon wilds here and there, but it's so rare. So if you guys are longtime Magic players, I think that this is a great option for you guys. And again, I do this. I open that vault. I turn those rares and mythic wilds into cards, even if I don't plan on playing with them, because anytime I draft that card and I have a playset, I get 20 gems. Or if it's a mythic, I get 40 gems. And then you open the packs, and the way the packs work is it always guarantees you a card that you don't have 4 of. So it's gonna, if you have a playset of everything except for 1 rare, that's the 1 rare card you're gonna get guaranteed. Now when it runs out and you have all of the rares, it gives you gems. And those gems are super valuable to players like me. 20 for a rare, 40 for an uncommon. So towards the end of a set, when I have these extra packs that I've built up, I can actually cash those in for, a refreshment of my gems, which is great. It just gives me a couple extra drafts that I can roll into a new set. And yeah, I hope that some of this is going to be useful. If you guys have any tips or tricks, I would love to see them down in the info section. And I have some other ideas and some things that I do as well, but this is specifically just a wildcard video. So over the next few weeks, I'll be putting out a couple more videos to hopefully help you guys. And again, if you guys have any tips that you would like me to include and share with other viewers, please post them down below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And also, I would really appreciate it if you guys would check out our sponsor, Card Kingdom. They absolutely make all of this content possible, and I couldn't be doing this without them. So the link is down below in the description. Also, I want to give a special thanks to all of our sponsors on Patreon. Thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.